Now we over here back at it again. This is Pain, the Shinobi who nuked the Hidden Leaf Village by CJ the Champ. Now I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching your videos, CJ. You be doing good with these. Naruto is one of my favorite series. So let's get it. Let's get this on and popping. Hold on. Boom.
I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Her neck is already broken. She is eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. While he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in the hotel chair, just sickening.
Yucking him, boy. Just yucking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time. After the many detours and the many tweets and memes of this video being stuck in limbo forever, court is now in session, and it is for none other than the Shinobi that refuses to fight one-on-ones and will roll up on you with 6 hits. The master of jump jutsu, Pain. Now this one's gonna be a long one because dude was moving wicked. So go ahead, grab some food and get comfortable because the evidence is on deck and is ready to be presented. So without further ado.
And people don't understand. Pain was out here putting BTA. Pain was out here wilding. I remember being like, what, at elementary school and watching this week by week, just watching this man Pain just send people to the upper room, bro. He was actually putting in pain.
Exhibit A.
He was putting in real pain, real bad.
All right. Exhibit A. Taking over the hidden rain and jumping a senior citizen. Ah, man. Let me let y'all in on a little secret real quick. You want to know why it took me so long to make this video specifically? I had to go back and watch my goat get jumped by 6 niggas. Like, it's 2026 and I still feel some type of way about this shit till this day. Like, bro, on the real, I did not want to watch this bullshit again. Having to watch my goat get slimed out by 6 getting emo niggas. Like, fuck off. Skin and bones ass nigga didn't even give him the respect of a one-on-one. Now, before I have to go through the pain of commentating my goat getting jumped, there is a massive atrocity that Pain committed before this. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. Now, if you watch my Donzo video, I've already basically went over how Nagato ended up becoming Pain. But if you need a little refresher real quick, Donzo and Han.
Listen, we gonna watch the Donzo video too. I've already seen it, but I just need a little refresher of who Donzo is, bro. Donzo, the person that done really he the person that set all the events in Naruto in motion, for real.
Hanzo basically set this nigga up, leading to the entire original Akatsuki getting squad wiped and Nagato tweaking out and adopting the Pain persona. Now, after he was set up and his whole crew got slimed out, Nagato made sure that he was going to get his revenge by any means necessary. So on one fateful day, Pain pulled up to Hanzo's compound and killed every single guard that was in there protecting this man. Man came in here and cleaned house, left piles of bodies. Old boy right here in the back got his ass beat so bad he got left in prime back shots position. Then
had this man tooted and booted and suited up.
Hanzo went to the wall like the piece of trash that he was. And in Hanzo's last moments, bro started begging for his life. But Pain stared him dead into his soul and told him,
Let me tell you something.
Beg for your life after you slimed out all my niggas and made me kill my best friend. My brother, the nigga body I'm using right now to body your ass. And you talking about, please don't kill me. After you sold us out to that fucking fraud Donzo, when all we wanted was peace. Wait, hold on, nigga, I wanted peace too. That motherfucking fraud set me up too. Motherfucker, you should have thought of that before you sided with that dumbass nigga. Wait, hold on to it, please don't. Pain straight up spun back for his whole crew and boomed Hanzo along with all his other guards and shit. But Pain didn't stop there. Oh no, because he made sure that nobody else would oppose him or his ideals. So he decided to wipe out Hanzo's entire bloodline. He went after his parents, his wife, his child, his relatives, his friends, and even their infants, and wiped them all off the map. Dude straight up eradicated his entire clan and completed a whole hostile takeover of the entirety of Amegakure. Now, we've sadly reached...
Hey, Nagato said he wanted peace. This is his version of peace, man. Hey, Hanzo was a problem though. I can't be mad. Hanzo was a problem though. He was giving both Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru the works. Had them huffing and puffing, and then Pain just walks up in here and just almighty push. Boo! Oh, brother.
The second part of this exhibit, and it is, of course, my goat getting jumped. Now let's go ahead and set the record straight. When it was just a 1v1, when it was just Jiraiya versus the Animal Path, he was cooking that nigga shit. Every single summon he pulled out, Jiraiya boomed it. Oversized Mr. Krabs, Demon Cerberus Dogs, the Brazen Bull, a mutated chameleon chimera on steroids. Kaboom, nigga! This fight was actually manageable until Pain stopped playing fair and said,
I have to admit, Jiraiya-sensei, when it comes to one-on-one combat, you are superior. However, let's see how you fare when it comes to getting jumped.
Oh, I gotta hold on.
With Walmart's back to college finds, your room can fully match your passion.
Summons two more of these niggas, making the fight a 3v1. And this is when the unfair bullshit began. Jiraiya went in with a massive Rasengan, but it gets absorbed and gobbled up by the damn big-ass, big-belly, Will Kelly built-ass Pain. Then he got behind the human path and tried to punch him, but he blocks his attack without even looking at him. Then he tried to attack the animal path, but Pain summons a massive armored panda to block Jiraiya's sharp-ass porcupine hair. So after he tried to attack all three of them head-on but couldn't even land a hit, Jiraiya was like, bump this twin, I'm out. So he leaves and escapes through the pipes. Now this sequence right here is when Jiraiya showed us how elite of a ninja he was, because he pulls off one of the greatest plays of all time. He got Ma and Pa to make sound waves to lure the Pains over to him. So while they were running at him, he had a shadow clone come out of the wall and shoot a fire style attack directly at Will Kelly's fat ass to distract him. So while old boy was enjoying the all-you-can-eat chakra buffet, the other two were still running at him. So he shoots out another fire style attack to make them dodge. But when the human path tried to land on the roof, he got stuck in a pile of goo and couldn't move. So then the animal path was left all alone in a 1v1. And when bro was finally isolated from his other niggas, he was straight cookies, cause Jiraiya kicks him in his chest and makes his body ragdoll across the hallway. Then he trapped all three of them in a genjutsu. And when he had them locked in here, he stabbed all three of them and immobilized them, clutching the 3v1. This is a prime example of why this
I do got a question. If all three of them have the Renegon, how are they getting trapped in a genjutsu if they all have the Renegon? Ain't the Renegon supposed to be like the highest dojutsu? Like it go the Sharingan, well the Tomoe the Sharingan, then Monkey goes Sharingan, then the Eternal Monkey goes Sharingan, and then you gotta have the Hashirama and Uchiha cells of the brothers or whatever, and then mix it together, and then it's like, then you can awaken the Renegon, you know. But I mean, they're not Nagato's eyes at the same time, so it's like,
niggas manga. He took a unwinnable 3v1 and turned it around into his favor. And he theoretically should have won this fight. But this is when the bullshit ramped up to the max. While he was walking away thinking that he put them down for good, another Pain spawns behind him. And he just whispers in his ear,
Didn't you teach me to never let your guard down? My foolish Gooner sensei.
Then throws this nigga Jiraiya out of the building and into the ocean. And he ended up losing his left arm because of this. And after Jiraiya got his arm ripped off, this is when all the pains arrived and pulled up on this nigga. And you could see in Jiraiya's face. He knew he was fucked. And you could tell he was thinking in his head, oh my god, there's
that Pain album cover.
6 of these niggas. And boy, I tell you, my nigga Jiraiya was sick to his stomach. First of all, the main pain is your dead former student's body being controlled by your other former student, which he didn't figure out till it was too late.
Till
and then
the
number
last
2,
second,
all 6 of these niggas had renegons.
Nasty.
Like, excuse me, nigga? Like, this generally had bruh shook. And while Jiraiya was thinking, what the hell is going on? Pain was up here just looking at him and telling him,
Yes, Jiraiya Sensei. Your eyes do not deceive you. There are indeed 6 of us standing before you, and we are the embodiment of pain. And now you will feel the pain of all 6 of us collectively stomping your old ass out.
So all 6 pains jumped down and started jumping Jiraiya. OG stood no chance at all. Bro tried to come in and punch the Tendo pain, but instantly gets blocked and thrown off to the side. Then he destroys the whole building trying to drown Jiraiya with all the debris. But while Jiraiya was underwater, he ends up grabbing the animal path and drags him down underwater into his domain. Because he knew that out of all the pains, he was straight cookies. Because when it came down to 1v1s, he was butt cheeks. So the moment Jiraiya got him in a ISO, he swings around and shoves a Rasengan right into Bro's gut, taking him out with ease. But right when my glorious king sat down to try to take a breather, Pain used the chakra rod to stab Jiraiya right before the animal path went offline. So after Jiraiya took out one of the pains, he tried to see if he could get the drop on one of the other pains. So he tried to throw a shuriken at the bald one, but he ducks and Jiraiya ends up bricking. Then the remaining 5 pains surrounded him.
For everyone that doesn't know, it's 6 of them, right? You can't sneak. You're going to get jumping. You can't sneak them because all their eyes are connected. That's what they don't. That's what people didn't know. That like say if you got one pain right there, like say if there's a say if I'm a pain, there's a pain right there. Someone throw something behind me. The one in front of me, he's gonna be like, all right. Well, you ain't got to. Like I can just see. You know what I'm talking about. It's like having metal glasses, but like behind your head or something. That's the best way I could describe it, I guess. I don't know.
And this is when it all clicked for Jiraiya. Because when he started to look at all of them, he finally realized, oh my god, I've encountered every single one of these niggas before. And the moment Jiraiya finally put the puzzle pieces together and figured out who bro exactly is, the bald nigga comes out of the water and crushes his throat. Then all 5 of them came down and stabbed Jiraiya to death. So with the last bit of HP Jiraiya had, he had to make sure that everyone knew the bullshit that he encountered this day. So he wrote on the back of Paul's neck, and it basically said, Naruto, Pain is not one man. He is 6.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that meme when it was like, they jumping me.
Niggas in total. Also, delete my browser history to it. I can't assume now they seen that shit. And right after Jiraiya wrote his last message, Pain shoots a rocket fist at him and blows up the greatest gooner to ever do it. And he sinks to the bottom of the ocean and dies after getting holed by 6 niggas.
Exhibit B.
Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I have a wealthy aura.
With Ally, you get your paycheck up to 2 days early because life today doesn't wait for someday or payday. You work hard and save your money so you can have all this. By the time you're like,
alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B, invading the Hidden Leaf. Now
That's
this
something I ain't
exhibit
never
right
thought
here
was possible.
is going to easily be the longest exhibit for this trial. Because the amount of destruction and people that just straight up die in this exhibit alone is just ridiculous. Like, this man's crime stats are about to go to the moon. So Pain decided that
He did more damage than Orochimaru did. And Orochimaru pulled up on him when they was weak. When they was all kids and stuff. Bro.
it was finally time.
Pain did not care. And guess what? Guy was going for both times. Guy was not nowhere to be found both times. And it's just like, bro.
To kidnap Naruto and to wipe the hidden leaf off the map. So the first victims to feel the wrath of Pain were these 4 random Jonin that were on guard duty. Now they were outside enjoying the beautiful day that it was, and probably thought that there was no way in hell that they would have any types of problems today. But right before they were about to take their lunch break, Pain pulls up right in front of them, and he didn't even say a word. He just shoots Ro in the front and kills him right in front of his homies. So after he dropped the first guy, the other 2 Jonin come down from the air and tried to hold him down. And they were basically sacrificing themselves so homeboy right here could run away and alert the village that there was an intruder. But since Pain, aka Nagato, is a very sickly looking man, he does not like other niggas touching him. He takes social distancing very seriously. So he Shinra Tensei's both of them off of him, killing these 2 poor souls on impact. And then the last guy standing got done the worst out of all of them. Pain picked Bro up and slowly pulled his body towards him while staring him dead in the face before shoving a whole chakra rod through his stomach. And with that, these 4 unlucky boys,
I ain't gonna lie. They got it easy. They got off easy compared to what this man Pain was about to do after this. I ain't think he was about to boom the village too. That was wicked. I said, oh.
So were the first of many victims of Pain's massacre. So after he took out the 4 guards, he wasted no time to get started on destroying everything. So all 6 Pain spawned inside the leaf and disperse. And the moment they got to the location that they were meant to be in, they immediately started to cause chaos and destroy everything in their path.
And this was a day remembered by the Leafs to this day, even in Boruto. This was like the Leafs 9/11. Oof.
They was blowing up every single block in the damn village. They didn't give a fuck about any of the innocent people in the village that were getting killed. They was blowing their asses up for the love of the game. Multiple people that were running away died because they were getting crushed by all the debris of the blown up buildings. And just off this observation alone, this is already a case of mass murder and just flat out terrorism. Because the amount of people dying and blocks getting blown up is legitimately uncountable. And my God, the amount of Jonin that were getting dropped off was unfathomable. Will Kelly was out here choking niggas out while others had to watch in the cut chair and wait for their turn to get choked out. The human path was out here sucking the soul out of these niggas. Ooh. And I ain't gonna lie, the big buff motherfucker was without a doubt the freakiest out of all these niggas. He was out here choking niggas out and asking them, "Where is the 9 tails Naruto Uzumaki?" But the Jonin were like, "Ain't no snitch. Yes, buff bitch." So he used his nigga jutsu to...
And here's the thing. None of them even knew where Naruto was. That's the crazy part about it. None of them even knew where Naruto was. They couldn't even find bro. They couldn't even tell you. They couldn't tell you where he was. They said, oh, he's off training. Even if they did know where he was at, if they knew about whereabouts. But even still, it's like, yeah, he just boomed them for no reason. Like, for real. Like, it... Oof.
To pull out their tongues to see if they were lying or not. And when he was done, he ripped out their whole tongue and gobbled that shit up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang. Hit that nigga with sexual assault. Because that was so unfreakishly called for. So while Buff Pain was out here taking tongues and other things, this motherfucker Will Kelly big ass was on a table. He was surrounded by like 10 Jonin, but he did not care. He was happy as hell because all he was thinking of was, oh yeah, I ain't never losing weight. Cause all I see in front of me is a buffet of free eats. The entire block, killing every single Joni around him. The while Will Kelly was going around terrorizing people like he terrorizes fast food workers, there was another major fight going on that almost gave me as much depression as Pain versus Jiraiya. And that, of course, was Pain versus Kakashi. So here's how this tragedy went down. So Kakashi confronted the Tendo Pain because bro was literally 5 seconds away from adding a Ruka to the dead nigga list. So when Kakashi got the ISO with Pain, he throws up a mud wall to try to box him in. But Pain shoves a chakra rod through Kakashi's shoulder. So Kakashi tries to counter with a lightning blade. But Pain stares into this nigga Kakashi's soul. And he is bricking because of this. So after Kakashi bricked his first lightning blade, he thought there's no way I could miss a second time. So he tries to hit him with another lightning blade. But the Shinra Tensei merchant Tendo Pain tells Kakashi to bag that ass up. So after he sent Kakashi flying like 200 yards, the moment Kakashi finally recovered, the bald nigga Pain jumps in right behind him and tries to sneak Kakashi with his bazooka arm. They haven't even been fighting for 10 seconds, and this nigga Pain is already jumping. He looked at Kakashi and basically told him,
Nigga, did you really think that this was gonna be a 1v1? You should have known you were gonna get jumped the moment you tried to fight me.
So the bald Pain's body starts to morph, and he ends up mutating into a form with 6 arms and 3 faces. So Pain starts to pull Kakashi towards the bald nigga. Now while he was getting pulled, Kakashi tried to use a chain to stop his body move, but Pain just looked at Kakashi trying to save himself like, that don't work.
There's no way out of this.
With Walmart's back to college finds, your room can fully match your passion. She's a plant science girly for real.
I mean, I'm trying to put you on. I just looked at Will Kelly.
All this from Walmart? Who knows?
Y'all see that?
So he starts to pull him even harder, and he ends up taking a blade to the gut.
Guess what?
Now, thank God this was a shadow clone, because if Kakashi went out like that, niggas would be questioning his legacy. So after he faked out Pain, the bald nigga ends up getting crushed by Choza and Choji. And now Pain was about to get a taste of his own medicine, because this man was about to get jumped by Kakashi, Choza, Choji, and the rest of Choza's squad. But even though Pain was about to get jumped, the master of Jumpjitsu knew exactly how to counter this shit. So he ran directly at everybody and let all of the no-name background characters spam their jutsus. So after they were done throwing every projectile at him, Pain assessed his situation and knew he had everybody lined up for a fat ult. So this nigga uses his ult and says,
Shinra Tensei.
And blows up the entire area.
Man,
and this attack took out every single no-name.
Imagine there was a devil fruit like that to repel and retract. A devil fruit.
Bomb that tried to land a attack on this man. So after he one-shotted all the background characters, Kakashi tried to get the jump on Pain from the ground. But the Shinra Tensei merchant blasts him off of him again and sends Kakashi down to the ground. So Pain walked up and tried to kill Kakashi while he was stunned. But Choji and Choza coming from the side and try to hit Pain with a double sonic spin dash. But Pain counters them and spams Shinra Tensei once again to get them off of him. But after Pain used his jutsu, they actually ended up trapping this man with a chain that they hit on the ground. So Kakashi tried to hit Pain with one more lightning blade, but out of nowhere, the bold Pain comes in and uses his body as a sacrifice. And this opening led to Pain once again blowing up the entire area. And after their failed attack, Choza and Choji were both knocked out cold, and Kakashi was trapped in a bunch of rubble. And while Kakashi was trapped, Pain looked at him and told him,
How foolish. Did you really think a master of Jumpjitsu wouldn't know how to counter Jumpjitsu itself? What a shame. And motherfuckers really call you the Call Ninja. Now no Pain, and take this 2-3 to the dome.
It's more like a
damn shame. Now Kakashi actually didn't die from a headshot because he used Kamui to bail him out. Kakashi actually died when he had to use Kamui again to bail Choji out when he was running from his life from a bazooka. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change a thing. Pain took my boy Kakashi off the map. Bro, two of my favorite characters.
Man, that's what made me so mad about this fight. Choji just being Choji.
In the most nonchalant way possible. So after Pain killed Kakashi, the other Pains were still on the tear in the village. Hell, the animal path made the village a whole open zoo. And Buff Pain was still out here on this freaky shit. Because tell me why he had Konohamaru getting This nigga had a child getting choked out and about to get his tongue ripped out right before our eyes. I mean, Ebisu tried to help him, but he got swatted away like a fly. And this freaky ass nigga was about to rip a child's tongue out. But thank God it was a shadow clone and Konohamaru faked his freak ball out and hit him with a Rasengan. But at the end of the day, nigga, this is attempted murder, assault, and child abuse. Cause what the f is this nigga doing generally? Out here trying to rip the tongue out of kids like, come on, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Konohamaru. Bro took out a Pain as a guinea. When all these other Jonin were getting packed up. Like real shit, the leaf needs to.
I do not care about Konohamaru defeating the Pain, bro. He snuck that Pain, dog. Like, my thing is like, the Rasengan is like an A rank jutsu, right? Anybody get hit with the Rasengan, they cooked. You get hit with a Rasengan, that's an instant, like, dead on. You get hit with a Rasengan dead on, that's the instant win right there. Unless you just got some augmented armor, whatever. You just got a magical sword. Like in that one filler episode, it was like the second Hokage's sword or something like that. And I think Naruto broke it with a Rasengan, but Sasuke had cracked it with his Chidori or something like that. But y'all gotta understand, just because if anyone could have, I'm telling you, if anybody else had a Rasengan and they snuck a Pain, they probably would have did the same thing. I mean, that ain't that crazy. You'd be like, oh, Konohamaru set up here and defeated the Pain with a Rasengan. Okay. But what about, like, I'm just saying, like, there's other people that can learn the Rasengan, bro. If Konohamaru can learn the Rasengan by Naruto, from Naruto, and Naruto giving him, like, terrible instructions on how to perform the Rasengan, and Konohamaru still pulled it off, I'm pretty sure any other Jonin high tuning level ninja could do it.
To do some reevaluations on rank, cause some of these niggas repping the Jonin rank shit and tuning are sorry as fuck. I actually don't know how they pass the exams. I'm being so serious right now. Like, generally how? So while the chaos continued, Pain's next move was just straight up wicked. Shizune, Ino, and her dad were huddled up and discussing tactics and thought they were in a safe area until Pain jumps down on them and drops a whole grenade. Now, after the grenade blew up, he had Shizune in the worst hostage situation possible. Pain basically told Ino and her dad,
Don't move a muscle, or I will suck the soul out of this fine-ass secretary.
The Hidden Leaf does not negotiate with terror! I say don't move a muscle, dumb bitch!
With Walmart's back to college fines, your room can fully match your passion.
Man. Poor Shizune. Pain really sucked the soul out of her body. So after Shizune was a victim of the Gok Jutsu, Pain confronted Tsunade. So Pain started talking to her like,
Long time no see, Lady Tsunade. I see after all these years that you're still fine as hell.
And they want
But
to
mind
start
you,
matching. Like,
I didn't come here to hit on a cougar who's trying to hold on to the last bit of the youth they have left. I came here to spread pain.
So Tsunade was trying to tell Pain that all he was a terrorist, and he's trying to undermine the peace that the leaf has brought. But this made this nigga Pain snap. He heard her say this and was like,
Tell me, woman, what type of peace has your village brought from this world? Because all your village has brought is pain.
Facts. They
Your
go spend
village
all the
is
ninja wars.
responsible for the death of my parents. Your village is responsible for turning my nation into a war zone. Your village is responsible for tearing apart the only family I ever had.
First of all, you gotta talk to Hiruzen about that. Tsunade and them was just doing they was doing their job. You feel me? for their village. They're trying to protect their village. Y'all just caught in the crossfire like that. It's not their fault. Okay, it is their fault that all the villagers wanted to have a war and meet up in your village and get shit popped. And it's like,
Your village is responsible for not holding monsters like Donzo accountable for their actions and let his repeated mistakes and atrocities go uncalled for. Your village is responsible for so much bullshit it makes me sick. And quite honestly, I think I'm ready to wipe this shithole off the map.
So Pain starts to float up in the air. And when he floated up all the way up to the tippy top, this nigga says,
and now, this world shall know pain.
so this nigga Pain ends up committing one of the worst crimes a character has committed in a trial. This nigga proudly said, with all of his heart,
Shinra Tensei,
and blows this entire bitch up. This man turned the entire village into a crater, a fishbowl. Nigga straight up nuked this bitch.
mind you, the Leaf Village is one of the biggest and strongest villages in the Naruto world. Ninjas and Naruto in the same way.
Made every single villager of the Leaf experience true pain.
Exhibit C. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our final exhibit,
and it is without a doubt one of the most foul exhibits of all time. Exhibit C. Animal abuse and beating a man's future wife to death. So after Pain nuked the Leaf, Naruto finally pulled up with one of the coolest intros.
The freshest fit.
This nigga Naruto hit this pose before being summoned and probably thought, oh yeah, when I pull up, everybody gonna be like, damn Naruto, you cold as hell. Just for this man to pull up and realize that the whole village was flattened. But I ain't gonna lie, the moment Naruto heard from Tsunade that
and the thing is, like, here's the thing. He didn't even tweak out. He didn't even tweak out, man. He didn't. Naruto didn't even trip when he seen the village. Like the village that he Pain pulled up to your village, boomed your village while you was gone, and said, "What you gonna do about it?" That's exactly.
Kashi died, and he was finally face to face with the person that killed Jiraiya. It was all bullshit, no nonsense from this nigga. Bro boomed the bald nigga Pain in like 5 seconds.
Not
Even
bad.
Pain was like,
well, goddamn, this little nigga really might be like that.
So Pain lines up all the other Pains to protect Nintendo Pain, because he was trying to recover all the chakra he used from the Shinra Tensei. So Naruto hits a full sprint and starts rushing the Pains, while the Toads were just eating the shit out of all the animal pains. So they were hitting them with actual aerial combos. Then Naruto rushed Chunky Pain and laid his fat ass out. So after Naruto knocked out Mr. All-You-Can-Eat, Naruto chucked a Rasen Shuriken at him and one-shotted the human path. Straight up shredded his ass. So after he turned the human path into ground beef, the next Pain he went after was, of course, the sorry-ass animal path. Because just like when Jiraiya went against it, this nigga is absolute garbage in a one-on-one confrontation. So Naruto got Gamakichi to straight up eat Shorty and trap her in his mouth with Naruto just waiting there for her. So Naruto starts piecing her up because she can't see shit. He gives her a double Rasengan, taking the animal path offline for good. So after Naruto took...
If you knew how smart this was, it's like they all their visions is linked together. They can all see whatever everyone else is seeing. Well, you know, all their visions linked together. So him trapping her in like a secluded area where she can't see and all the other ones can't see. Like she might be able to see outside, but she's not gonna be able to. They not gonna be able to see inside to protect her. You know. So yeah, big brain play by
Took out the sorriest Pain. Pain grabbed Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Will Kelly's reboot card and revived him with the freak nigga jutsu. And the remaining 3 Pains line up in a formation. So Naruto throws a Rasen Shuriken at Big Chungus, and he takes the Rasen Shuriken head on and tries to absorb it. But this Rasen Shuriken was straight up bait, because it was Naruto the entire time. So he tackles
that's the
this.
thing. He found out that he can only absorb chakra. He was like, all right. He can only absorb chakra. What about he can't absorb a living being? So he pulled that move that him and Sasuke pulled off in the Mist Village and the first season of Naruto. But this time he did it with himself, you know. And instead of the Wind Demon Shuriken, it was like a Rasen Shuriken, you know.
And it ends up creating an opening for a real Rasen Shuriken to go straight to the Tendo Pain. But right before it was about to hit bro, Pain's chakra finally gets restored, and he's able to spam Shinra Tensei again. So he easily dispels the Rasen Shuriken. But when Pain thought he had Naruto cornered, dude had a whole nother shadow clone come from the top rope, and he a freaky ass nigga Pain's back out. Look at his face. Even in death, this nigga still looks like a freak. Bro, cheesing like a motherfucker, and his eyes are rolled back. So after Freaky Pain got his fancy for fear of getting his back blown out, Naruto tries to take out Pain right here. But since Pain got his powers restored, he got back to immediately spamming Shinra Tensei. So he blasted Naruto off of him. Then after he sent Naruto flying, Yamakichi and the Toes try to jump him, but Pain flies up right in the middle of all 3 of them and uses his anti-jump jutsu. So he spams his anti-jump once again. He sent these damn toes flying. Nigga, they got flung out of the village, and every single one of them got knocked out cold. Not gonna lie, gang, gotta hit him with the animal abuse right here. Because bro just casually threw giant toes like they were nothing. So after he flung the toes all the way out of the leaf's borders, Pain pulls Naruto towards him, and Chucky Boy gets him right to the gut and puts him in a headlock. And he starts to absorb all of Naruto's Sage Chakra. But this was a massive mistake made by Pain, because Mr. All-You-Can-Eat ended up absorbing too much of his Sage Chakra. And this ended up leading up to him turning into a bull form and
see, oh no, the Jonathan soundbite. Oh, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't absorb too much nature chakra, or else you'll turn into a frog or whatever animal thing.
Being petrified and turning it to stone. So Naruto ended up breaking free, and he finally had the ISO with the Tendo Pain. But the moment this fight was about to turn into a one-on-one, Pain decided to play dirty. This nigga universal pulls paw towards him and stabs this old ass frog
animal abuse.
This man murdered the old geezer frog and put him on a stick and made him a frog kebab. Then he pulled Naruto towards him, choked this nigga, then slammed him in the ground head first. And to make sure he didn't move anymore, he used a chakra rod and shoved it through both of his hands. So after Pain pinned Naruto down, Pain gave Naruto a nasty reality check. Naruto was yelling at this nigga and telling him that he shouldn't be yapping about peace and justice because he blew up his village and killed a bunch of his friends. But then Pain told Naruto,
okay then, little nigga, let me ask you this then. What about my family?
Facts.
What about my friends?
Facts.
What about my village?
That doesn't mean you gotta go boom everyone else.
That your village has suffered, and it was done by your people. Yes, the Leaf, the niggas you be hanging with, fucked my entire lifeline. So all I'm doing is spinning
most of
back
them are kind of dead anyway.
And for the pain that your village has caused me. And now that I've made you experience pain, you now hate me. So answer this question for me, little niggas. How would you stop this cycle of hatred?
Didn't the weekend builder say, oops, you thought you could check after. Luckily, Ally rounds up on your spending and adds it to your savings. Because you shouldn't have to do everything yourself.
Lessons to learn about this.
You work hard and save your money. So you can have all this. By the time you're like,
oh shit, I don't know. That is exactly what the f I thought.
So after Pain lectured Naruto about peace, he straight up stabbed Naruto with 6 more chakra rocks to just pin him down like a dog. And while Naruto was pinned down, Mama Toad was yelling at this nigga Naruto, telling him to get up like, "Get up, you whippersnapper! Don't let this heathen pin you down! Do you hear me, boy? Wake your ass up!
Noisy ass old bitch, shut the fuck up.
So after Pain brutally assaulted a old lady, we are now set to observe one of the most brutal ref do something ass whoopings of all time. And most of y'all should know exactly what this is. Pain versus Hinata. This was one of those ass whoopings that you begged for it to end. Like, on the real, this is one of the hardest fights to ever watch. Like, it is up there with Vidal versus Spopovich. So here is how this atrocity went down. So Hinata came to save her mans from being captured by Pain. Now, I'm not gonna lie, her plan was actually smart, cause she didn't try to fight the nigga head on at first. What she tried to do was kick the chakra rods off of Naruto so he could move again. Even Pain was shocked. He was like,
well, ain't this some shit?
She can
this
see chakra,
is
bro.
actually not an idiot.
So when she tried to hit the next one, Pain sends Hinata flying across the crater. Now, I want y'all to look exactly at this frame right here. Nigga, her neck is already broken. She is
got her doing the scorpion. Ooh. Crazy frame. Yeah, it was a lot more brutal to watch. I ain't gonna lie. It was just
eating dirt while her body is making the letter Y. And I felt so bad for Naruto, bro. Dude was having to watch his future wife get thrown around a dusty ass crater. But he just had to sit there and watch it all happen. This man Pain really had this man in a hotel chair, just sickening. So when Hinata was already on half HP after 2 hits, she said, trying to hit the chakra rods, I'ma just have to put hands on this nigga. So she kept on trying to swing at this nigga Pain. But good God, this nigga is a member of Weave Nation. Hinata was hitting straight air, straight oxygen, while this man Pain was just tap dancing around her. But by the grace of God, Naruto ended up coughing up blood when he went for another Shima Tensei. And this led to Hinata landing a hit on Pain. She rocked this nigga for a good second. Look at him. He is looking up at the stars. And he was actually out for a minute. So Hinata ran to Naruto and hit off another one of the rods. But right when she tried to go for the rest, Pain recovered and blasted Hinata to the stratosphere. Do something right!
And then he walked up.
And this is the part of the fight where I could barely watch this shit anymore, bro. She started crawling towards Naruto on the last bit of HP she had. This was so wild, even Pain was perplexed. He was genuinely confused. He was actually like,
why are you still getting up? Why are you still fighting for this fool who doesn't even realize you like him till the last movie of the series?
Because I love Naruto-kun.
My God, there's not enough pain in this world to fix a dumb broad like you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Pain really tried to send Hinata back to the lobby, bro. Now, I'm gonna be so real, I don't know how she said about this. The plot armor she had right here was diamond. But Pain really used Hinata to mentally torture Naruto. So after he completely destroyed Hinata, Naruto straight up crashed the
Whoa.
He's
missing the part. After he throw her up in the air, he dropped her, walked up, he took one of the rods, boom, and then she started bleeding. That's when Naruto was like, well, you see how he is right now. That's what made him tweak out.
That seal that Yamato put on, bye-bye, that shit got thrown out the window. But Pain did not back down from this. He wanted this fight all along. So Naruto starts earthbending and throwing a bunch of rocks at him. But Pain was like, let me show you my moves, nigga. Let me show you how we get down in the hidden rain. So he started hitting the, I ain't gonna lie, he was locked in. Until 2 seconds later when Naruto blitzed him and punched him so hard, he made his whole face morph. Nigga turned him into jello. Then Naruto started playing whack-a-mole with him. Just smacking him over on the head over and over again. Nigga basically got hit with a Dark Souls attack when you miss your roll. And while Pain was planted in the ground, this dude really had the audacity to say,
are you feeling it now, Naruto Uzumaki? Are you?
Man, he had the nerve to sit up and say, oh, do you hate me? Mr. Nagato, you boomed his village. You killed his sensei. You killed his master Jiraiya sensei. And you got the nerve to sit up here and say, do you hate me now? And here's the thing. This is what I didn't get. You see how this man is literally in the crater. Sokka. Bro. All them other pains took way less damage. And he's still around. This pain is still around, bro. I don't understand.
You feeling the pain? Do you hate me, Naruto Uzumaki? So while Pain was looking like a sprouted vegetable in the garden, Naruto ends up crashing to the point where he's at 6 tails now. And this is where we are at the infamous scene of this nigga Pain saying,
Nasty. This is mean for
every single
years.
frame of this scene is a national treasure. So after Pain made the animation budget go into debt, he started running at Naruto at top speed, dodging and weaving everything. He was out here skating on water. This fight started to look like a Sonic boss fight the way Pain was moving. Then Pain ended up going prone. He started to deflect all of Naruto's blasts that he was shooting. So after Pain deflected all the blasts, he was like,
Is that all you got? I expect.
Yeah. Boom! So how's he not dead,
after
bro?
Pain got blasted to Kingdom Come, Nagato decided it was time to pull out the super ultimate move. So when he said this, Konan was like, boo-boo, no, you're not about to do that move, baby. You don't have enough energy. But Nagato was like, silence.
I do not care.
I'm going to capture this nigga like a fucking Pokemon, and I'm going to enter his bitch ass.
He was
like
determined.
So Pain whips out planetary devastation. He said he was about to capture this legendary Pokemon with his Chibaku Tensei. And you can tell this was his final move because he was using every bit of chakra he had left. Bro's whole body was just straining. Nagato looked like he was about to die casting this shit. And he didn't stop until he finally captured the 9 tails. Now, Pain thought it was over. He thought he had Bro captured and it was time to call it a day. But unfortunately for Pain, he had no clue how much plot armor Naruto actually had. Because Naruto ended up breaking out of the planetary devastation because of Minato's contingency plan if this ever happened. And after this...
That's not what happened. I mean, it is what happened, but he skipped a part. I mean, he's explaining it, but after this, like, in between Naruto and his dad talking, we saw the 8-tail version of the 9 tails, and he just was like, he just boom broke out the Shinra Tensei and or Chubaku Tensei, whatever you want. Yeah, Chubaku Tensei, and it was just shooting fire, bro, and it was a spectacle. It looked nasty too.
It was looking on for Pain, and the way he was beaten was poetic because he ended up getting jumped. The same way he was jumping the fuck out of everybody. He was trying to hold back all the shadow clones, but he just couldn't. And then when his Shinra Tensei was on cooldown, Naruto launched himself out and shoved
yes, because on Naruto, and she was doing the slug thingy, they found out, they had got word and found out that yeah, he has a certain level of cooldown time, and they was timing it too. So then Naruto timed it at the right moment and hit him with a Rasengan. And like I said, bro, that Rasengan is a finish.
Rasengan to his gut.
With Walmart's Back to College Finds, your room can fully match your passion. She's a plant science girly for real.
I mean, I'm trying to put you onto some peak dorm room cultivation.
All this from Walmart? Who knows?
Red or whatever you want to call it.
With Walmart's Back to College Finds, your room can fully match your passion.
K.O.
After the Tendo Pain was defeated, the last Pain standing was Nagato himself. And the only way Naruto was able to beat this man was to use his most powerful jutsu, the strongest technique in anime history, Talk no Jutsu. So when Naruto pulled up on Nagato, the first thing Nagato did was instantly shoot this nigga. But Naruto ended up eating it. So after he ate the shot, Nagato told him, "Alright then, little nigga, you got 30 seconds to tell me about your pain.
Just like you.
And if you don't move me or bring a tear to my eye, I'm booming your ass, twin." So Naruto proceeded to tell Nagato, "You know, man,
You lost all your pains.
I know you had a tough life, and I have too. I remember back in the day when I was a little jit. And
That swings, that same swing set
every
too.
fucking day, yearning for friends and
like way
attention, while
more,
that sad-ass flute song played every time.
Every time I was watching
Now,
it was always that
continue.
swing set
My
scene.
parents died when I was a baby, and our sorry-ass third Hokage threw me in a nasty
He didn't know about that till he was living in his
dusty-ass
mom.
apartment. The fucker didn't even give me enough money to pay fucking rent, and I drink spoiled milk every fucking day. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And then I would walk outside, and
My thing is like, Naruto was the son of a Hokage. So you're telling me Minato and Kushina just didn't have any funds laying around for their son to have? I mean, tell me Hiruzen couldn't have did nothing with that? What? Whatever.
I would have every single villager looking at me like I was a fucking ticking time bomb, and they were always wondering, when is this little nigga gonna crash out? Nigga, do you know how that feels? Shit, my heartstrings. I lost my parents, my homeboy, my sensei, and I've been bitchless for all 16 years of my life. But nigga, I'm still standing, and I'ma bring peace to this world and stop this cycle of hatred. Well, goddamn, little nigga. You actually just moved me a bit. Very well, I'm reviving everybody in your village.
What?
So Naruto's 100% crit break talk no jutsu worked. And this man Nagato revived
What about all the people
everybody
that
in the
got
village
crushed?
he killed in
Did what?
exchange for his life. Now, that's good and all dandy, but are we gonna let Pain off the hook with all these charges after he revived everybody in the league? Hell no! The verdict! And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the jury has decided that this trial is a pass. Pain makes the round table. However, all these charges, they not getting dropped, nigga. We're not gonna act like this man did and boom a entire clan and all of their infants. And my goat ain't coming back. That nigga's dead forever.
To be fair, Hanzo was a problem in himself. So it's like,
Well, yeah, this